See my hair color? Well, 90% of my hair is currently my natural hair color. Now, the other 10% is what's left over from my black box hair dye. Now, I don't remember right now if it was the Textures and Tones or the Dark and Lovely, but it was one of those, that I used to dye my hair at least 2 years ago. Yes, it's been that long, ladies. It's been that long since I last dyed my hair. Now, I don't usually wait that long when dyeing my hair. I wait 4 or 6 months to dye my hair. That's all in an effort, to keep my hair healthy. But because hair dyes are another form of chemicals, and I was on a super healthier hair growth journey, during most of 2019, I kept putting off the box hair dyes. 6 months became a year, and then a year became 2 years. Now, the reason why I want to talk about hair dyes today in this video is because that's what I use all my life actually, to dye my hair with. Box hair dyes. Those box hair dye kits you find at Walmart nowadays. I used to go to Walgreens to get them, and even when Dixie stores used to sell them, the box hair dyes. But with that said, there are certain steps, certain techniques we need to be aware of so we don't ruin our hair, with these over-the-counter hair dyes. So let's learn about those techniques with Shima today.
For example, expiration dates. Now, today you will learn that these box hair dyes don't have an expiration date on the box. You look and you can't seem to find it, correct? Well, that's because the manufacturers, or at least many of these manufacturers, claim that their hair dyes can last a lifetime, if stored properly, of course. But personally speaking, if I purchase a bottle of hair dye and I realize that it's been more than, say, 6 months ago that I bought it, I throw it in the trash. Shima girls, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot and must not take that kind of a risk with your hair. Remember, these hair dyes, whether you bought them at your local beauty supply store or your local hair salon, these box hair dyes are chemicals, and the damage they can do to your hair can be irreversible. So don't take that chance. Fine, manufacturers don't want to put expiration dates on their hair box dyes. Fine, keep the receipt or write in your journal or stick a sticky note to that hair dye box showing what date you purchased it so you can have a reference to the date that you purchased it. If you properly store these box hair dyes in a cool area, then you can still use it 6 months down the line, but no longer than that. And I wouldn't even wait that long either if you can help it. Try to use that box of hair dye either the same day or the same week you bought it. This is because drugstore hair dyes typically have a shorter shelf life than professional hair dyes. Okay? The professional hair dyes you buy at the hair salon are drastically different than the standard box hair dyes you buy at your local beauty supply store. So again, do not wait too long to use your over-the-counter hair dyes, ladies.
So make sure these products, especially chemicals, are fresh and new before they go on your hair. Got it? Good. Now, if your box hair dye went bad, here are the list of popular reasons why.
Number 1, you opened the packaging and air or sunlight has seeped in, causing chemical reactions. Number 2, you stored it in a hot and humid place. Number 3, you mixed the dye and stored it in another container. Number 4, the dye is made up of organic or natural ingredients, which expire faster than chemical grade dyes. Once you open a box hair dye, that is it. Once you open any hair dye, that is it. Do not attempt to reuse it at a later date, ladies. It is just too risky. So listen to me on this one. It is just too risky, so don't do it. Same goes when you open one of those relaxer hair kits. The container containing the white cream, once open, don't even think about reclosing it just to attempt to use it again, ladies. What you need to do is throw it away.
Again, ladies, if you know what you are doing with these chemicals like box hair dyes, you will be fine. But if you don't know what you're doing, they can and they will become black hair destroyers.
When your favorite box hair dye is expired, the chemical makeup of the hair dye is permanently changed. This means it will react differently with your hair. For example, you can get number 1, dark green hair. Number 2, the wrong hair color. Number 3, uneven hair color. Number 4, your hair will become dry, frizzy, and brittle. Number 5, your scalp may burn. Number 6, and last but not least, your hair may fall off. Again, your hair may fall off. Let that seep in.
Again, ladies, this is not to scare you off of using box hair dyes. I use them. Shima uses them. This video is simply to inform you all of the potential dangers of box hair dyes when used improperly. Okay? So it's all good when used properly, but when used improperly, it's all bad. So everything I said from that list can and will happen.
Now, look at my hair when I dyed it with one of my favorite box hair dyes. See, it's all good, right? But that's because I used my hair dye on the same day or the following day after I purchased it. That's because I also follow the instructions to a T, and that's because I keep my hair color looking fresh and healthy by washing my hair once a week with my Shima Hair Repair shampoo and Shima Hair Repair leave-in conditioner. And of course, proceeding to moisturize my hair with my Shima oil every single day.
So that's another thing, Shima girls, that we have to keep in mind. Since hair dyes are chemicals, they are going to dry out our hair if we don't keep our hair thoroughly moisturized. And that's where my Shima oil comes in. Shima oil is never far away because we really, really need this, ladies. We really need real moisture in our hair that wipes out hair dryness, whether it comes from chemicals or heat implements or the air itself. If you have your Shima oil, you know what I'm talking about. Shima oil your hair after you finish dyeing your hair. It's as simple as that. And protective styling isn't far behind either. Why? Because protective styling also keeps our hair color looking fresh and healthy. So after you thoroughly Shima oil your hair, ladies, I hope you're doing this. Shima oil your hair, create your Shima bun, or you create your individual braids, or your French twist. Create your two-strand twist. Again, any hairstyle that you can create that will hide the ends of your hair, and you keep it in place for a prolonged period of time, from 1 week to 2 weeks minimum. At least that, ladies, 1 week to 2 weeks. Keep your protective style in place without unraveling it is a protective style.
Now, about that pesky little fact. Why didn't my hair color turn out like the model featured on the box? Why? We've gone through that. I've gone through that. Well, ladies, I always wonder that myself, especially when we are trying to dye our hair lighter than our natural hair color. It hardly, if ever, turns out exactly like the model featured on the box. And this is because one size does not fit all when it comes to using a standard box hair dye. I learned this after years of research and experience. The manufacturers of these hair dyes simply want the hair dye to work on the bulk of us. So, number 1, it's going to have a lot of pigment in them. And number 2, the developer that you see inside those box hair dye kits is made into a high volume developer, a stronger formula. Okay, this is a stronger formula so that it can penetrate into the hair no matter what. So if you have coarse hair, the color is going to penetrate. If you have thin hair, the color is going to penetrate. Again, no matter what. So this means that you would definitely need your Shima oil to counteract the enormous amount of hair dryness that will follow afterwards. This means you're going to have to do some serious deep conditioning after all is said and done as well. Last tidbit of advice, and perhaps the best one, is to put a wig on it. Now, if that doesn't guarantee a better, safer option to view your hair color results, then I don't know what will.
So the best advice I can give to you, Shima girls, okay, is to stick with the hair color that most closely resembles your natural hair color. Okay, stick with those hair colors. So I stick with black or medium auburn when I want something slightly lighter. Okay, now the final result is still not guaranteed to come out exactly like we want to, exactly like the model on the box hair dye kit, but it is more guaranteed when we stick to our natural hair color. It is more guaranteed, at least up to 95%, or at sometimes even 100%. The end results of our hair color job will come out at least 95 to even 100% closer to the color that we selected in the first place. Okay, so again, Shima girls, thank you for joining Shima on another excellent informational Shima hair video. Again, I pray you learned a lot. If you have any questions, comment section below, ladies, comment section, and I'll answer it, to the best of my knowledge. So I'll be seeing you in the next video, ladies. Have a great one. Mwah.